Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the show again, and today we have a special and incredible episode because now I am interviewing my first interview ever with Alberto Rodríguez. He is the Managing Director of Oris in Mexico. How are you, man?
Thank you very much. Very happy. I'm very excited also to be, it's challenging to be the first one that is interviewed here.
Yeah, so I've been in YouTube for a long time and making videos for watches, and this is the pinnacle of my career here in YouTube, and so thank you for having me here. Let's talk about some watches. Let's talk about Oris.
Of course.
And I want to know everything about it.
Okay, I don't know if I'm able to speak of everything, but yes, of course, we can do a small wrap-up of the things. Well, I'm very happy not only to be here, but also the brand I represent, the brand I work with. Oris is a very, very nice brand. It's a beautiful brand, not only for the watches that we develop and that we launch, but also for the messages that the brand always tries to bring to the market. And one of the most special one is the reason why we produce watches, and it's to make people smile.
Excellent. That's one of the things that I really like about Oris, because they are very, very genuine on their marketing, on what they are portraying on their watches, and what they're saying. Like, really, they are very enthusiast brand, inclined to the enthusiast, because it's difficult to be an independent brand still,
especially nowadays.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I really like about Oris. Like, you don't actually need to do something that is trending right now in order to have a fan base where people like buy your watches. So that's one of the things that I want to talk about. The Oris, the brand here in Mexico. How you see it? What's your experience here in Mexico? Like, what's the best selling watch that you have, and overall the brand here in Mexico?
Okay, yes, you were saying you want to know everything about Oris. Yes, well, the brand has been present here in Mexico for several years already. We have records since the 50s, since the 1950s. We have appearances of Oris watches here. The brand is here through agents since the latest 1990, something like that, 1998, something like that. I think it was the year that the brand originally started operations through an agent, and I'm glad to be the head of the Mexico subsidiary. Since now it's more than 10 years. This year, in fact, in October, we will reach 11 years of operations, and well, people that knows the brand know already what we stand for. One of the main topics is that we still are independent. We are of the few independent watch brands, and this is for us. It's an honor to remain as it is. I always do this example or this exercise when I speak about the brands. Try to name a few brands, worldwide brands that are independent, and most people always speak of really high-end brands. So I always say that Oris really belongs to a very exclusive club of independent brands, and the other thing that it makes us very, very exclusive is that we only produce mechanical watches.
Yes.
Especially automatic watches, automatic winding watches, but mechanical watches is our passion as well, and this is also a main difference among the industry, and especially we're one of the few brands that only produce mechanical watches in our price range. Exactly.
Yeah, excellent. That is an amazing thing to hear, because it's really difficult to have a brand that only makes automatic watches and actually bringing some value. It's just it's very difficult, and it's amazing to see it right now. And actually now you've come with your own movement, which I want to know everything about. Since a few years ago, you introduced this caliber.
The caliber 400,
yes, and it's amazing that it's 5 days power reserve. And I want to know what was the thinking behind the scenes to get where you are right now with this new movement.
Yeah, well, Oris, since it started in 1904, so it's over 121 years that we have now. Has always produced mechanical watches, and we already had in-house movements through the history.
Yes.
In the 80s, in the 70s, during the quartz crisis, the brand belonged for a few years to a group, and some of the employees of the brand purchased the brand and bring it again to what we know today about Oris. So they again stand for the original values of the brand, to offer the people a really high-end watch at a very competitive price, and only producing mechanical watches. So after a few years, after a few developments, in 2010, we launched our first in-house movement. It was the caliber 110. In fact, the exact year, it was 2014 when we launched this in-house movement.
Right, so
that's why the name,
yeah.
exactly, caliber 110, because it was for our 110th anniversary, and it was a 10 years power reserve hand winding watch.
Wow,
okay,
that's amazing.
So that's the first in-house movement that we launched, and a few years ago we launched an automatic in-house movement, which is the caliber 400. We call it the new standard.
The new standard.
Okay, and that's because it offers certain aspects or topics that we think it's where all the brands should be. So it's 5 days power reserve. It's highly anti-magnetic, and it's so important because we're always with mobile phones or tablets or cameras, microphones,
yes,
or computers, laptops, or whatever, and it brings electromagnetic electromagnetic field that it affects to the watch. So that's why we think it should be a really high anti-magnetic watch. And also an amazing topic is that it offers 10 years warranty, and also 10 years of the lapse for having a service.
Excellent. That is an amazing, like, seriously, I know, guys, that this is, in the past, like, this is not news, the caliber 400, but I wanted to talk about it because this is my first time hearing from someone from Oris, and I wanted to know the behind on this, the development of the movement. So I always loved the, you had a Salida movement with the famous red rotor.
That's right.
And I really always loved that.
Yes,
and,
exactly.
And you still have this on some pieces.
Yeah, we will do
like the Oris Winter Day. Yes.
Yes, but this is still who we are.
Yes.
Okay, we've been offering not only Salita-based. In the past, we also had ETA-based movements, and this is also who we are, because we are not only these in-house movements, especially because, of course, when you have an in-house movement, of course, the price range goes up. But we still want to offer this entry level for the Oris collection with the Salita movements.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people like they really like this caliber 400, and they're actually commenting on the comments like, they should do this for every watch, but we know that we can't do that because it's gonna bump up the price range a little bit more.
And I think Oris should keep it. I think it's very, very fair also that we have this in-house movement for the people that is more interested in having higher end aspects on the mechanical movement. But also we still to offer the entry level watches.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of people that, it's not that they don't care, but they go for a watch, or maybe they are making their collection, and when they see the watches, they prefer to maybe purchase 2 or 3 than only one of a certain price range. But I think it's the right thing to do to keep offering these entry level watches, and we couldn't do it without Salita.
Yeah, like one of my first big boy watches was from Oris, and this was the Pointer Date. I love the color. This was the right one. And it was an amazing watch. I really loved it. And seeing this new, like, for the past 2 years, I've seen you make news in Watches and Wonders, and I want to talk about what are your thoughts about the new watches that you've introduced here with Oris, and especially with this Pointer Dates, that they are very colorful, very out there for people, like they want something else and something personal, like through a watch. Talk about their personality and stuff, and we've seen this from other brands, also from, I don't know if I can
yes, of course,
from Omega and Rolex and stuff.
Definitely.
But this is a I've heard that even though you changed the colors and stuff,
Yeah.
you still thought about the brand, heritage, and
Yeah.
you portrayed it here on this new pointer dates, which I think that they are genius. They're amazing. I really love the yellow one.
It's
an
very,
incredible,
very nice piece.
incredible color. But I want to know, what are your opinions about these ones? And we're going to talk about another watch that I really love. And thankfully, it's 40 millimeters, but we're going to talk about it a little bit in the future.
Yes, at the end, I think the size matters.
Yes, yes.
And this is one of the most important topics when we speak about watches and what people like. Because we were just speaking before we started about how people really have different tastes. And you can enjoy a 36 millimeter watch, 38, 40, and for me, using a 40, it's like, wow, I'm going too small.
Okay. For me, that's super cool. But
Exactly.
That's good.
My perfect size is around 42 to 44. That's the size of the watches I like. But I have started using these new pointer dates, and because of the work and have to promote this,
Yes.
I started to use them, and now I feel very comfortable.
It is comfortable, and
it's
actually
very, very comfortable, and especially what you were saying about the colors, because in the past we all remember that people used to think about, I want a formal watch to wear with a suit and whatever, and the sport watch. But nowadays you can have the most exclusive or expensive suit and have a yellow watch,
Yes.
or with an orange rubber strap. And it's amazing how this has changed in the watch industry. And also we were speaking that a few years ago, if you went to a point of sale and saw the Oris window, it was almost everything was black.
Everything
and
was
now
black.
it's super colorful, and I
Yes.
love it. I love
I
it
can see
because we understand the independency of the brand as we are, but also the independency of our clients. And
Yeah.
this is a very important thing for Oris. That's why we are, I can say, the only brand, or because now there are other brands that are doing this, that we have this Oris social club. This is like these social clubs to have more contacts with the final customer.
Excellent.
Because at the end, what we need and what we want is to hear what they have to say.
Yeah, that's amazing because it's very strong. We've seen it with Grand Seiko, we've seen it with Panerai, the
Yeah.
Paneristi, the GS Club.
Yeah, but this is independent from the brand.
Yes, exactly. It's something that
exactly.
the people made it. But now this is kind of like for me, if you bring your personality to wearing a watch, I think it's more enjoyable. And not just wearing a boring watch like a black watch or something, which I'm wearing right now. Well, it's amazing, but
They're still cool.
Yeah, but this is the safest route
Yes,
to buy a
of
watch. But nowadays, like if you have to go to the office with a
Yeah.
boring outfit, you can express yourself with a watch.
Definitely.
And that's one of the things that I really like about watch collecting is that you can actually portray your personality from or through the watch. And it's one of the things that I think that nowadays we're missing a little bit in the higher end brands. And this speaks a lot about Oris, that they knew that about people and personalities and try to make this possible throughout the watches, right?
Yes, of course.
And I'm actually super pleased with these watches, and I'm actually looking at them and
Yeah.
I want to take them all. Like seriously, they're
That's
amazing.
the problem.
They're amazing.
I work for Oris, and every time that I'm showing watches to either a client or a retailer, and I'm showing the watches, I put them on, and they say, "Okay, but show it to me." One moment. I'm looking at it. Yes, but it's amazing. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
It's something to look at and brings you joy. And the thing is, with this 40 millimeters, I think that it's amazing that you feel comfortable with this because you used to wear a little bit bigger
Yeah.
watches. But I think that the fact that this has, like, the dial is a little bit bigger than normal.
Yes.
It could be 39 or 40, but it actually kind of wears like a little bit bigger because of the big opening of the dial. And
Yes, of
because
course.
it's colorful. And the color, that's the only thing that you can see, right?
Yes, that's right. And also, we're speaking about the sizes, and also for the ladies, that they like more and more the watches. That's why all the brands are now launching more and more ladies' watches. This is a size that it's perfect. All the watches between 36 and 40 are perfect, like for either for her or either for him. Yes, and it's lovely to see how also couples are purchasing these watches.
Yeah.
and one purchases in blue and the other one in purple or in yellow or in pink or green.
It's like a mix
It's
and match
awesome.
situation.
Yes,
yeah.
and they switch.
Yes, and that's the coolest thing ever. Like you can buy it for your wife or girlfriend, and you can buy one for yourself, and you can actually interchange the watches and actually enjoy them. You know,
Definitely.
And well, we all know what happens when you bring your wife or spouse or a girlfriend to this hobby. You have to buy two
exactly.
now, right?
Or at least we always say, joking around, it's like the guilty gift.
Yes.
You purchase one for you and then you arrive with another one. This is for you.
This is for you, yes.
So,
so I want to talk about this new watch that we have here. So this is, talk to me about this because I really I thought that this was black, but it isn't. It's a very, very nice green and a very nice wearable 40 millimeters. And this is the Oris 65 in chronograph, right? This is the chronograph version. And this is amazing to see because it's a diver and a chronograph and it has 100 meters of water resistance. Amazing. I mean, so talk to me about this and the thoughts of the color that
yes, of course. This is a very, very nice watch. And again, when we develop watches and we make all the designs, it's not only important to see what people like, but also it's very special when you look backwards in your history and the watches that you have produced. This is a combination of two things. One, it's the new fashion trends and what people looks for, but also going back into our archives and see that Diver 65 this year it's accomplishing or reaching 60 years. So it's our 60th anniversary. So that's why also it's so important this collection.
So it's a special.
It's very special. You can see the sapphire crystal.
It's super dome.
It's exactly.
Amazing.
It's a dome. It's amazing. Also the bezel with this scale in this green that reminds us to the woods in.
It's like a forest green,
exactly.
Right?
It's the forest green, but of Waldenburg, where Oris is.
Yeah,
in Holstein. So it's a very beautiful watch, and what we wanted to accomplish in these two options, on one side is like the original spirit of this diver's watch with the metal bracelet, but also what I like to call the desk divers, the desk divers. Yes. It's also with a leather strap, which brings to with this product a very cool effect. Also with these white stitches, so it looks very cool when you put it on. And also I really would like you to try this on because it looks really amazing.
It just wears amazing. Like seriously, I really love. I don't know what I have with green right now on watches, but I really love the green. And if you actually tilt it to other type of light, you can actually you think that this is a black accent on the watch, but it isn't. It's a forest green. It's beautiful. It's amazing. And the dial is kind of like a champagne dial.
Yes, it's a silvery dial.
And it goes incredibly well with the watch, and it just complements the watch incredibly well. And the thing is that I thought that this was going to be a little bit thicker on the side, but it's not. Actually, I can see that this is good for a chronograph.
Yes,
and
it's very well. The proportions of the watch is very well balanced. And also another thing that what we wanted to do in the back of this watch, we didn't open the back case, and we wanted to keep the logo, the vintage logo that we had back then in the 60s.
That's super cool. At first, I thought that this was just a black watch with a dial that is a silver dial, but it's not. This is a green, and it looks amazing. I think that this brings a lot to the brand and to the watch itself, because it's 100 meters of water resistance. It's a chronograph. It's a diver.
Yes.
And you have your screw-down crown. And yeah, it's a little bit thick. You can see it's a little bit thicker, but on the wrist, it doesn't translate like that.
Doesn't feel it.
And the bracelet, which is one of the favorite parts for me on this iterations of the watch, like the Diver 65 and the Diver's 8.
Yeah.
This bracelet is just genius for me. It's just an amazing bracelet. I think that it looks very nice, and I love the aggressive taper.
Yes, and also it's very light.
It is.
As you can see.
It is. Imagine taking out, the links for you to fit here on the wrist, and it's going to be lighter too. So I really like this. It's just an amazing watch to have. If you're considering one, you should go and see this watch in your ADs, because it's just I want to take one home. It's just an amazing
Well,
watch.
let's try it for fun, just to
Yeah.
see how it looks on you.
Yes. So tell me about what is next for Oris. What is next? We've seen how Oris is changing throughout Watches and Wonders, but
Yes.
I want to know what is next for Oris. I've seen that you've collaborated with some people and some brands, and new watches are coming,
Yes,
which I
that's right.
saw today actually.
Exactly.
Big news from a big watch. It is big actually,
In fact.
and it's an amazing complication also. And what is next for Oris? I want to know what holds to the future here. On this brand.
One of the topics that we were discussing before, and you asked me, I didn't answer about that. It's what is the most sold watch of the best sold line for Oris?
Yes.
And it's Aquis. Aquis is more than 50% of the watches that we sell belong to Aquis. So of course we have to keep pushing what people like, and especially because this is a watch that the value perceived for what you pay is higher.
Yes.
So when you buy
agree.
this, especially in general in Oris, when you compare with other brands, and I'm not afraid to speak about brands,
Yes.
because some others don't like to speak about the competition,
Well, competition, yeah.
I don't care, I do. For example, if you compare our Oris Aquis with an Aqua Racer from TAG, or if you compare with a Seamaster from Omega, really we have or a Pelagos from Tudor,
Yes.
or Black Baby, we really have a very competitive watch. And also you can feel it the moment that you put it on.
It's hefty.
Exactly.
It is hefty, and it really translates to your wrist the quality of ensembling and the
Yes.
quality of the watch.
Yes,
also.
and we know that we don't have the power of the group they belong to, because as we were speaking, we are an independent brand, and we don't have probably the budgets to invest to have all these super famous faces that they work with. I would like to, but we prefer to focus on offering the client a really high-end product, but with a really fair price for what they are paying. So what's coming next for Oris? We just have in Geneva Watch Days, which is actually occurring right now.
Yeah.
We have launched two pieces. One is one of our in-house movements, is the caliber 113, which is a yearly calendar. It's really amazing piece with a combination of green, light green, and light red as well.
Yeah.
And it's really beautiful watch, and also a collaboration with Bamford, that it's a really high-end company that does some interventions on
kind of like modifications. To the watch and
modifications,
stuff.
exactly, on some watches. Sorry for my English sometimes, but they do the really amazing things, and we just did a collaboration with our altimeter watch, which
Yes.
is the only automatic watch with an altimeter. It's
That's
the
amazing.
only one.
And I saw that on the news, and I saw this. The colors are amazing
Yeah.
from this calendar watch that you've actually today. I've seen the news, and just struck me like 43 millimeters. It's just
Yes.
big, but I think that the caliber and the complications needs it, right?
Yes, exactly, because it's too many things going on, and only with one crown. So we need space to do things, and also because it has a power reserve of 10 days.
10 days.
Only in one barrel, which is amazing.
One barrel,
Yes,
excellent.
a big barrel, and it's really amazing. This piece, for me, is perfect. The size.
Oh yeah.
It's very nice watch, of course.
So how long did you take Oris take to develop this? This is a new movement, or you?
No, we already have this
all right.
movement, as it's called the 113.
Yes.
This means it was launched on 2013.
2013.
Yes, exactly.
So
No, sorry, 17.
2017.
There, I always mix the dates.
Excellent.
Yes,
Okay.
because the 110 when we launched for our 110th anniversary, and the 113th.
So I already had this movement. That I've
2017,
like
yeah.
This is my first knowing about this,
Yeah.
and maybe many people too. But the hardcore fans of Oris, they'll know. They
Yeah,
will know.
they do.
Actually, and that's an amazing watch. And I've seen how, this for me talks about Oris to, they're trying to dare right into separate a little bit from the vintage side of
Yeah.
the brand, because almost the whole collection is like on the vintage side of Oris, or heritage from the brand.
Yeah, exactly.
So the heritage from the brand, you've seen your catalog from the past, and bring it to the modern wearability of the watch.
Yes.
But now I've seen that Oris is kind of like modernizing itself. So talk to me about what's next for us in this instance, like for design. Are you bringing more like smaller watches, bigger watches, or different complications actually?
Yes, this is very fun that every year when we have the Watches and Wonders fair, the design team from Oris always go with all the markets, especially with all the representatives from the markets, and they ask us not only about what we have launched, but especially about what is coming. Okay, and they ask about movements, about combinations, about materials, about colors, and I always like to go a little bit crazy and do really risky things, but they always I like very much is that they always go through the heritage of Oris. For example, we were speaking about this big crown. Mm-hmm. This caliber 113, it all belongs to this family as well. So it's a complete new design over an existing collection. Okay. The first big crowns were launched in 1938. Okay, they were our first aviation inspiration watches. So what we will keep doing is keep these two main worlds, which are diving and aviation, as our inspiration for the development. And the other thing that is very important for us, is one of our pillars, is the conservation. Okay.
Oh, yes.
We like to take care a lot of the environment, and we really do that, especially with things as simple or not as new packages like are completely reusable and also made out of cardboard, and also we try to do it very accurate, less waste of products when we are producing, especially the straps, and also the collaborations that we are doing with many associations. For example, Bracelet or the Oyster Billion project in New York. We just launched this new watch, and we will keep doing this kind of alliances or collaborations to put a little bit on behalf of the conservation.
Yeah, like every grain of sand, like you can make a difference here.
Exactly.
One of the things that actually struck me is it was an Aquis that you released back in several years, and I'm trying to see if you have
the upcycle, maybe?
Yes.
Exactly.
That is an amazing watch.
Yes, exactly.
And now with this new watch that you have here, this Aquis, and I want to talk about and move on to this one, which is the New York Harbor.
This is the second collaborations with the Oyster Billion project in New York. That what they want is to let's say plant or reforest of oysters all the harbor of New York, because the oyster is an animal that naturally they clean the water. So they want to do this project. They have already done an amazing work, and we are collaborating with them. And we love this kind of projects because I always say that the luxury, most of the times it's like cold. And I love this brand. I love Oris because this kind of projects, to do these collaborations with these organizations or companies that does this kind of projects is awesome, and to belong to this, and especially our clients, because at the end, again, we're purchasing a luxury product, but if you can give an extra, or if you can support a noble cause like this, our clients are really aware of this and they love it. Yeah, and especially the upcycle is one of the most beautiful examples, where all the PET that is recycled, we do these big sheets with this plastic, that has been recovered from the seas, and then you have the dials from these big sheets, so every dial is unique. There are no two.
They're different. Yeah, they're very different.
So it's a unique piece at the end.
It is, and it was very nice to see the watches in person, and especially this one. That I want to ask, what type of material that you use on the dial?
This is mother of pearl.
Oh, it is.
Yes, it's an amazing an amazing dial that we have here. Okay, this is the watch, our new packages that are really aligned with our message of the conservation and taking care of the environment. And this is a very beautiful watch.
Super nice.
Which the dial is made of mother of pearl. Now we've been developing this technique to do this mother of pearl in several colors, and now they have this kind of turquoise color on an aqueous date relief. It's a 43.5 millimeter watch, and the cool thing is also that it comes with this very nice rubber strap, but also with a metal bracelet and the tool to exchange it. So it's very nice that it's amazing. I love it how just by changing the strap, it looks like a totally different watch. Yeah. And of course, in the back case, it's in this case it's closed, but this is a limited edition of 2,000 pieces for all the world, and we have the oysters, which are the stars of this project, and we're having here a 733 Salida-based movement.
It's an amazing watch. I love it, and this is just. This is, I didn't know that this was a limited edition.
Yeah.
But it's just amazing to see. I didn't know that this was an MOP, dial, and it looks amazing. I really like it. The color, where did the inspiration come from for this color, for us to?
Especially the colors of the sea.
Yeah.
Especially because in the New York Harbor and around, it's not light or deep blue. It has this kind of
lightness
green,
and blue,
and depending on the light, you can see this kind of colors.
Yeah.
And this is especially, we wanted to bring something also different, because it's something that also it's very typical from Oris. We are not really followers. I don't want to say trendsetters, but yeah, we always use one of the slogans that we've been using in the past is "Go your own way." Yes. And we really do that.
It really, you can portray that on the watches, and especially with these ones. And I really like the idea and the thinness on this watch, even though it's 300 meters of water resistance, and the heft to it, it just speaks up to me a lot from a brand that really cares about its customers and about what they are bringing to the table here, to this overflowing with brands, now with micro brands. It's very difficult to compete and to make a fan base for the brand. So this is amazing. I really like the new things that Oris is bringing to the table. I love it. Congrats on this watch and other watches that you've released. I want to know more about them, but I'll wait what Oris is bringing this year to the watch collectors and stuff and enthusiasts. And I'm super excited. So Alberto, I have a question for you. I've heard that Oris still service decades-old watches. Talk to me about that.
Yes, well, it's very nice fact, because we always receive some watches that are coming from the 50s or the 60s, and we want to bring these watches back to life, because at the end it's what we do when we wear them, even when we are winding them, or if it's an automatic when we are using them. And it's really amazing that Oris has been worried about that, because we know and we want to bring to the people this knowledge that if you really take care of your watch and you really bring it to a service center every 4 or 5 years, or if it's a caliber 400 over 10 years, but if you really take care of your watches, you really can pass it to your kids or to your grandkids.
It's the whole point.
Yes, exactly. And it's amazing every time we receive one of all these watches to our office, and I always take pictures and like to see them, because it's really amazing. Yes, and it's also awesome that the brand is taking care of this, and we still have most of the parts of these watches, and to keep them bringing joy to the people.
That talks a lot about the brand and what the care is for their customers. And I really like this, because not every single brand can do that or want to do that. So that is amazing. It's amazing. So I have the last question, And it's one of the things that I would like to hear from you. Like, do you have any message for my viewers or for anyone out there that likes Oris or doesn't like Oris? What can you tell about?
For both, even you like or you don't like. I think if you don't like, it's maybe because you had some experience with one of the pieces, because I always say the difficult thing when you reach or are near Oris is to find only one watch that you like. Because we are really a huge offer of products in terms of sizes, colors, and different versions. So it's the problem arrives to decide which one. But the message I would like to say is that please keep contacting us and giving us your feedback, because it's very important for us. Because even our design team or the people at the marketing department or us more involved maybe in the commercial part, but we do what we think and we do what we feel is the best for the brand. But the best thing, or what we like the most, is to hear it from the clients. Because at the end, what we want, yes, of course, is selling watches, but to bring to the people things that they really like and they really enjoy, and to accomplish that they really smile when they see at the wrist and see an Oris watch. But this would be the main message. But also go to your AD and really get to know Oris, get to know all the collections that we have, because it's really, really amazing. But not only on the window, because the fun part of this is
trying
really
out the watch.
Trying them out.
Yes.
And not only go for the one that you like, you try a lot.
Yes,
it's really,
I agree
really,
with
really
that.
amazing.
I agree with that, because watches can actually seem very different from from videos and stuff.
Definitely.
When you put one on and you see it on your wrist, you can actually fall in love with the watch, even though you didn't actually know that you're gonna fall in love with this watch, or didn't have it on your mind, right?
Definitely.
And I really like that. Try it on. Go to the ADs, and especially with this. This is an amazing watch. I love the color, and I wasn't expecting this, and it's amazing. So thank you so much, Alberto, for giving me the time to do this interview and to appear here on my channel. And thank you guys for watching, and until see you soon.
Thank you, everyone, and hopefully I'll be here again and speaking a lot of more gossips about the watch industry.
Yeah, thank you for having me here, and thank you guys for watching. Remember, I am Andy, and over here spending time, watching time. Thank you to Giverti. This is an AD here in Mexico. Is Giverti Auriga here in Monterrey to have us here and let us make this video for my YouTube channel. And thank you, Alberto.
No, again. Thank you very much, and especially here we are in all the Oris environment with this really, really nice boutique.